Man, he appears.
Guys, what is going on? We are back and in the building, and I think I might have a co-host behind me up top in the rafters. We got Pixel in the building. She's moving a little closer. Guys, watch out. She's on Street Fighter Dynamo. Welcome aboard. What is going on? Wednesday afternoon, night, chillin' chat. Let's go show. We're in the building. No thumbnail needed for this one, guys, because we're going live because we can, baby. We are back in the building, moving and grooving, squatting and speaking, chilling and chatting live right now. I got absolutely nothing to talk about, so it's going to be up to you. Let's see the 16 people in the building to keep the conversation rocking and rolling. I just didn't feel like going live yesterday, guys. There's really nothing going on. There's no news to talk about. But I don't want to let you guys down. I want to be able to be there for you guys and to talk and have some fun. As always, guys, we're in the building. We set our super chat goal. We probably won't make it, but that's okay. The goal is always going to be set for you guys to have some fun, show some support. And speaking of support, before we get this little itty bitty show started, we're going to talk to you guys, and we're going to scroll all the way up. And I know Calvin Wong was happy because he left a comment on my past live stream saying, "You going live, kid? What's going on? Where you at?" I'm here, Calvin Wong. I'm here. Do you guys see Pixel in the back? She's like looking to jump down. I might have to attend to her when she wants to leave, kind of thing. But Calvin Wong, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. CornerCade crew channel member Dan Z, as always, thank you so much, man, for being here. Vic, don't unsub because there's nothing going on, kid. There's nothing going on. Excuse me, I just polished off some McDonald's that my wife graciously brought home. And she gave me like 2 sandwiches and a wrap and a large fry. I'm like, Jesus, that's a lot of food here. And I didn't plan on going live. I was literally playing the arcades here. Yeah, we got a buyer. We got a buyer, guys, for NBA Jam. So NBA Jam is gone. so there's that. It's gonna be leaving tomorrow. So I actually went real quick, Vic, while we're on this topic, and thank you, Vic Vicious, one of my moderators, for being here tonight. I went to go look at the claw machine. I'm like, okay, NBA Jam's leaving. Let's go ahead and purchase the claw machine, right? It went up $50. So at Walmart, it's now $5.50. I'm like, oh, come on, man. By the time you get the little rubber duckies up in there, we're talking $600. I'm going to wait until Arcade 1UP gets this back in stock on their website so I can use the promotional code, and that'll be down to $4.50. Hey, the claw, guys, I know it's nice and all, but come on. It's just a claw machine, so we'll see. I was really disappointed about that because I literally popped on Walmart and it might have just changed today because I've been kind of keeping tabs on that one for sure. Vic says, ready for what? The Neon Pac-Mans? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. There's nothing really else to talk about, right? We'll talk about that. Sony 4K, always bringing the energy. One of my CornerCade crew channel members. Thank you so much, man, for being here. Kato, let's go. You guys got your notifications on, and I appreciate that because I just randomly went live here, baby. Let's do this. Mike Hawkerts is live in the house. Time. What time is it? It's game time, baby. Who? Wait, hold on. Wait. Do I have a? I feel like Mike always brings the best sounders.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I have a time one. Do I have a time one? I do have a.
Or die.
Oh, I love those Alpha 3
Go for broke.
Let's go. All right. Look, we're gonna get sidetracked here, guys. Keep the comments coming because I got nothing to talk about. I just felt like going on live for you guys. That's it. Whoa, look at Tim York, Dr. Torque, CornerCade crew channel member, changed his profile picture. Looking handsome, my man. He says, I hate to jump on the bandwagon, but I'm sure it's a pain in the shizzle ass to go back to preferring tables on the At Games website and keep them. Oh, yeah, purchasing. I was purchasing. Yeah. So I heard, RetroTech X RTX said that you couldn't purchase the tables off of the actual device. You had to go on their website, enter codes in. That's kind of how I did it to redeem the gift cards. It's an extra step. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the tail. I didn't buy that pack yet. Maybe you guys can help. We talk about that a little bit. Maybe you can help. I know it's $15, but again, it's $15. So like, is it worth buying? My gold standard now is Theater of Magic and Monster Bash. Those are my 1A, 1B tables that I love playing. So let me know in the chat if Whitewater, if this is worth it, if that pack is worth it. Because I just don't want to buy tables willy-nilly just to have them on the machine and just never play them, right? I want them to be bangers, and I want them to be tables that I'll cycle through. You know, I'd rather have 15 awesome titles that I'll always play than 100 ones that I'll only play 10 of them, right? Makes no sense. But Tim, thank you for being here. Did you try to purchase the tables and it just didn't work? A lot of confusion. Let me know. NASA Canes fan is in the house. When is Basic Fun going to start knocking RK1 up all over the ring? And speaking of knocking things over, we got Pixel Bash over there bashing into X-Men. Pixel, come here. Oh, she's in full explore mode because I don't let her in here when we're not in here because she likes to just jump on things, you know? And she's fully clawed. She's not declawed at all. So she's ready to just tear into some Mortal Kombat. Let's go. That's the question as a Games fan. I have no idea. I was told August. August is gone. It's September 3rd. What is going on here? Like, that's what I would like to know. Where is Basic Fun? I think Basic Fun is going to take the approach of, when the stuff gets into stores or on our website or whatever, you can just buy it. There's going to be no leaked information. I don't know. I mean, because you think it would have happened by now, right? I think something would have happened by now. At least something, like a little something. Like, I don't know. I chat, you're going to know just as much as I will on that one. That's a head scratcher. It's just, what are they doing? I don't know. Pixel. Yes, Pixel's in the building, baby. Look at her. She's on the slanted deck. Oh, she's a riot. She can't get on Time Crisis anymore. She used to like perch up there like a pirate in a ship, but she doesn't do that anymore because I kind of moved the arcade around, and so it's a good thing. Come here. You want to go? Okay, hold on. I think I'm going to open the door real quick. She might want to. I'm going to scoot. Yep, there she goes. So she had her time, guys. That was funny. Pixel's the best. She's a really funny cat, guys. She loves to get brushed. She'll go on her back like a dog. It's so funny. Where's my custom WrestleFest? Well, I was supposed to get a WrestleMania. And Zeke, if you're in the chat, if you got your notifications on, you got to ask Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, my guy. Because we started doing this XL thing, and the whole arcade's changed over, guys. Like, you know, we did those mods. We did Darkstalkers, Golden Axe. We were on the verge of making a Frogger. Like, we've done, you know, we changed our X-Men 97 side art, completely reskinned. Like, we were on the road to just moving and grooving with all these mods. And then, like, when the XL form factor took over, I just said to myself, I said, well, hold on. Like, let's invest some money into this because these are just better. Bigger, better machines, bigger controls, better joysticks, better buttons. Like, let's go down this route, right? So that's kind of just where that all came to fruition. So a lot of things just got paused, unfortunately, because I really wanted WrestleMania. I mean, that's an awesome arcade. And this is actually something that we can kind of get into and touch on. A lot of stuff, you know, John D's been going around a lot of the community through Facebook, you know, YouTube pages. And there's been a lot of talk of like, what era should we be making these arcade games in, right? What should we be doing? Where should we be going? How should we be doing it? You know, everybody's nostalgia is going to be different, right? For me, I would love like a Hydro Thunder, Time Crisis, WrestleMania, and Street Fighter Third Strike, right? Like all these like current games, right? Later 90s. And for some people, you know, take like Mike B, for example. He's like, dude, I want to do the 80s. I want to do Food Fight, Robotron, all that jazz. You know, and none of it's, there's no wrong or right answer here, right? Now, some people might say, well, yeah, there is. We're just do 80s games, right? But it just depends on where you grew up in that history and that timeline. And we can definitely touch on that if you guys want to. John's reaching out to say like, hey, look, what kind of games are you looking for right now? We were told that Iconic Arcade was going to be doing games for the people, by the people kind of thing. We're not going to do this arcade one-up approach where we're making the 222nd Pac-Man cab. Like, this is going to be something more, and that's something hopefully that we'll be seeing. I can't promise you that, but that's what they said. That's from the horse's mouth, right? Now, is that to fit some kind of narrative? I don't know, right? I mean, you got to think about it like this. Is John behind Double Dragon, or are other sources behind Double Dragon? Like, does he actually want to put out a Double Dragon cab? Is he looking at more Tekken? I got to be honest with you, kind of in John we trust, right? Because no other company would even want to touch a Tekken. They're not going to do that kind of stuff, but John would, you know? So at least I'm excited about that. I want to see my NFL blitzes. I want to see more current games, you know, mid-90s, late 90s, late 80s. I fell in love with this hobby, and I rediscovered 80s games. You know, I've played some of them when I was a kid, like a little kid, not a teenager. And do I remember all of them? No. You know, and I fell in love with, you know, Crystal Castles, Dig Dug, Zookeeper. You know, I know there hasn't been an arcade like that, but I've seen it, you know, and it looks like it'd be fun, you know. And there's so many other games. I mean, there's so many games, guys, that we can go down this rabbit hole. If you want to talk about that, maybe that's the topic we talk about tonight. But it's a lot to digest, and I know if you guys have seen John's post, he's got all these graphs and information. Paul Minibin's running around doing the same thing. I know James Hates Everything made a post, and it looks like a lot of the beef, and Mike B as well. I made one, and a lot of these polls are leaning towards what 80s, 90s to be made, and it's a great debate and a great discussion to kind of continue with. But it really makes you wonder, like, what's the right answer here? What's gonna sell? You know, I told John in the chat, I said, guys, listen, just do 500. Do 500 XL Zookeepers. They'll sell out. And, you know, John came back, look, there's a minimum order quantity of 3,000 in order to make the parts worth doing all that jazz, right? So you think you're going to sell 3,000 Zookeepers? I don't know. Start a Kickstarter or something. Do a poll. See, I don't know. Like, guarantee somebody's pocket, right? I was having a conversation behind the scenes with guys, and I'm like, look, I would take anything new. I'll say this for an example. Double Dragon, right? Double Dragon XL or Extreme, as they're going to call it now, looks beautiful. Never played the game in my life. Would I buy it? Day one buy. Why? To put it in my arcade as a new and exciting title. There's going to be new games on there. It's going to be exciting. I'm just personally sick of the different variations of Pac-Man, NBA Jam, and Mortal Kombat. I mean, chat, can you holla if you hear me? Like. Wait, I feel like we kind of hold on. My assets went away. Like, can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
There we go, baby. There we go. I don't know. I totally went down a tangible line that I just couldn't get off of that. I had to finish my thought. But let's go all the way up here. I don't know where I'm at in the chat here. Chat, where we at? We're at Pixel. Goofyfoot's in the building. Let's keep waiting. Keep waiting for what? Like basic fun? Yeah, come on, guys, wake up. CornerCade Crew channel member Goofy with a big shout out. Let's go, guys. Thank you for all you guys that just hit the 99 cents a month. We appreciate it, man. It goes to supporting the channel. Like, I can't say enough good things, man. I can't say enough. Be me, let's go. What time is it? It's game time. Who? I need to get that. I need to get that like sounder. You can say that every time. What time is it? Game time. Who? Be me. Thank you so much, man, for coming on by. I know it's random. You guys gotta have your notifications on. That's what I'm talking about, baby. BB&J, another CornerCade crew channel member. I'm here for absolutely no reason. You and me both, kid. You and me both. Let's go, baby. Forget spell check. Purchasing. I got you. I got you, Tim. You kind of know what you were talking about there a little bit. Mike says, still getting the claw, but I got to get a coin pusher first. Yeah, I mean, kind of in the same boat as you. Not going to get a coin pusher, though, but the claw machine is coming to the CornerCade. My kids are, like, begging for that. So, chat, don't. Should we do a live unboxing on that? Should I drag Mrs. CornerCade out of retirement and do a live unboxing? We're going to be doing several live unboxings, I would assume, depending on what products are actually going to come out and what we're actually going to buy. But I'm very excited regardless. So let me know if we should do a live unboxing on that. Tony C is the place to be. He's a CornerCade crew channel member. Still at work too early. Well, you're the West Coast. So on the West Coast, it's 4 o'clock. Yeah, hopefully I can keep you entertained at work. I did coffee with the CornerCade. I've done that stream before. I've done a late time lunch or something stream. I've done that before. Let me know. Yeah, be me. Yeah, it's a Wednesday too. It's the wrong day as well. We're just doing this. We're flying by the seat of our pants. Brian, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. Another new avatar, rocking it out like the skyline, looking good. Let's go. Okay, let's see here. Where are we at? We're getting lost in the sauce here because everybody's chatting. Let's keep it going, baby. Big Vicious Danny, you want my opinion on pin packs? Yes, I'm asking. Is this worth it? I know we got a couple pinball heads in the chat here, so let me know if the Whitewater, was it Red and Ted's Roadshow, and what was the other one? I forgot. I not off the top of my head. Mike says I was at Costco just before getting home, and they already had their holiday decorations and toys. Oh yeah, dude, that's all the time, dude. That's all the time. Starting to worry about it's not. No, don't worry. I think everything's kind of delayed, guys, with like the tariffs and all. Everything just got pushed back. So normally speaking, what we're all used and accustomed. And Mike, I see you just re-upped. Thank you so much, man, for re-upping with the CornerCade crew. I mean, that calls. If I can find where I'm at here, that calls for this guy right here. Mike, thank you so much, man, for re-upping. Being a member for 2 years, man, you got to have some cool badges because when you get to the top tier, you get the gold standard let's go. So that's a let's go in its entirety. But getting back to your question, man, I personally don't worry. I think we're all used to like a month now, like at the end, like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, guys. Like this is where Midway Golden Tea's here, and we're talking about it. We're in Costco filming it. And then, Retro Alert Gaming, when he makes his awesome videos, can use my footage because I take the best footage, 4K, 60 frames per second, right? All jokes aside. And we can kind of see these new products come out. But I think with like everything being pushed back, companies not knowing what's going on with all these tariffs and all that jazz, I think it just totally changed the timeline. Now, are companies hauling tail to get this product here? Of course. Like this is Q4 is the money making time. So I would expect anything from like now till Christmas. I know it's a very like big 4-month open window kind of thing, but you gotta understand that's just how it is this year. Unfortunately, everything just got wonky and wacky, and there's a lot of the world global situation affects a lot of what was going on with our toys and what we like to collect. So, and it's not just home arcade. I'm sure it affects consoles and stuff like that too, but we care about the home arcade kind of thing. So I would just it's honestly a day-by-day situation. I know it's gonna suck. I personally think, we've gotten a word from Spreetail that look, Iconic Arcades should be leaving China in October, so maybe like a month and a half from now. And then they should be here before rain time for Christmas. So we'll see. Again, I'm not guaranteeing that. That's just what was told to me. So we'll see what happens. Tony C. At Games just emailed me about the Trouble ticket from 12 days ago. They are really backed up with tickets. And say, please be patient to not create new tickets. Well, they need to hire people then to get that problem solved. I'll tell you one thing. Arcade 1UP's customer service to this day is incredible. I'm still ordering parts from them for just miscellaneous things, and they are spot on with it. Get it done. but their product stinks. It just stinks now. Like, what is this neon Pac-Man now we got to worry about? So we'll talk about that if you guys want to. Oh my goodness. Pinball Junkies is here. We're talking pinball. What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by, dude. Let's see, Danny, I purchased it and keyed it in and it didn't accept my code. So you're gonna probably have to put a ticket in for that pinball pack and they're gonna have to like override that or something. It's a mess. It's a mess. I wonder if you should try purchasing on the website like RTX was saying. Yeah, that's it's very convenient to just purchase it on the pinball machine itself and go from there. Yeah, I don't know. That's just, that sucks. Come on, At Games, wake up. Let's do this, At Games. See, Vic Vicious says, that's what Mike B said. The rumor is that they're rehearsing something this weekend. Who is? We talked about a lot of things there, Vic. We got to dial it back. I know I'm behind in the chat, but keep it going, baby. We are not stopping. The show goes as long as you guys do. Will H is in the building, baby. Yo, what's going on, man? I rewatched your Terminator. You know me, guys. I'm like, hey, new and exciting titles. Terminator 2 to the Cornercade. Are we looking at it? I rewatched your mod video. You did a phenomenal job. Moderators, if you want to toss his YouTube channel in this chat here, he did a great job with his Terminator. And the Terminator 2, you know, the first one with the riser, there's so much room for modding. I mean, literally, you can do like 15 mods to that thing because it needed so much, right? But phenomenal job. But you know, Skyhook posted, if you guys aren't in the Discord, go create a Discord username and join my Discord, guys. It's in this video's description here. Go join it. We have a lot of fun discussions behind the scenes. Skyhook71, who tunes in, CornerCade crew channel member, he said, look at, he posted pictures. He just got his, and man, that thing looks skinny. Oh my goodness. I tried to save the pictures, but you can't save them off Discord. So I can't share them on the show right now. But man, that thing looks thin. And I mean, like, the width, it's about an inch shorter than what it was, inch and a half. So I'm like, okay, that's not that big of a deal. And the depth, but it's like the height. Oh my goodness. It would definitely need a G.I. Joe riser. If you guys are even considering picking this thing up, just because, you know, it's got an improved marquee and the coin door alone is about $100. You know, if you wanted to mod those. So there is some value there, and it's $100 cheaper than the first integration, but man, that's a tough pill to swallow. Just because I want to get hyped. Brian Whitney, let's go, baby. Brian, thank you, buddy. You became a new channel member. Thank you for re-upping with the crew and hanging out. You guys do actually get not only the emojis that you get to use, but the badges, of course. You actually do get channel content. I actually do post any post that I post as far as the arcade, the Cornercade that's going on behind the scenes, picture-wise, you're going to get, and you're going to get some cool and exciting stuff like new pickups, any mods that we're doing, you name it. It's all posted in that slot right there. So, Brian, thank you so much, man, for re-upping with us. And, oh, my God, we really haven't even started the show, and we're almost getting to our Super Chat goal. Can you believe it? Yo, NASA Canes fan said, get up or get out the way with a $10 super chat. Did that count towards the goal, guys? Let me check over here. It did. Look at that. We set it up right. Let's go, baby. I do have a funny video. If we get 3 more super chats, you're going to unlock something, and it's going to go into overtime, baby. It's going to go into overdrive. So just as a reminder that little tab is there. But NASA Canes fan says, my Miami Canes took Notre Dame down Sunday night. Now that happened. Where is Sega with the 1980s Star Trek app? Let me tell you something, NASA. You're a big Canes fan. Let's go. I don't watch a lot of college football, you know, from Wisconsin, Badgers. My dad's a huge Northwestern Wildcats football guy. He got season tickets, been to those games. You know, he lives in Illinois. I'm the pros. I love the pros. And guess what, guys? Monday night football this Monday. Bear down, Chicago Bears taking on the Vikings at Soldier Field. Oh man, I already got the smile on my face. And we're only at Wednesday, guys. Super excited for the football season to kick off. As a Chicago Bears fan, true and through, it's always, hey, this is our year, right? Well, we're about to see We're about to put up or shut up, and we're about to see what's actually going to really happen here with these Chicago Bears, led by Coach Ben Johnson. So I'm very, very excited. But I'm glad your Canes won against Notre Dame. You should be very happy for that. You know, in college football, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You know, you never. There's so much, you know, wiggle room and possibilities. You know, teams can always get knocked down. I mean, you saw UNC, like what Bill Belichick's Tar Heels get blown out of the water. You think he could have brought some oomph to that school and organization, but who knows, right? Who knows at the end of the day? But 100%, we need to get some cool and exciting stuff coming from Sega, from Iconic. We already know John D's got Sega. Come on, man. Like that. This is what we're thirsting for, it, man. I'm telling you. That's the Gains. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. Oh, man. And Brian agrees with you right there. He's got the ones in the sky. Like, he's acknowledging us, man. Let's go, baby. We are back. Let's fucking get it. Oh, Ezekiel. It's showtime. Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, throwing $5 down, saying, let's fucking go, baby. That's right. Get up or get out the way. This is the hype train. There's got to be some kind of sounder for that. I just, there it is.
Go!
We can do.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Triumph or die. Go for broke.
Oh, you can say this one.
I can't believe my eyes.
That's like the best one right there. Oh man, dude, if I had a producer on the show, can you imagine? That'd be great. Ezekiel, thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel and getting us closer, getting us one step closer to that goal. I think the goal's fun. It's you guys don't have to support the channel, but it's just really fun to just have a party with you guys. I mean, look, I was just sitting around playing the arcades. Oh my god, guys, yesterday. Okay, all jokes aside, you know, I use the gloves for building. Well, you know, the infamous Let's Go gloves, right? Well, I put the gloves on to play Pac-Man, right? I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something, but then I started playing Pac-Man. I had the gloves on. Well, those lucky gloves got me 198,000. That was the score. I almost got 200,000 points in Pac-Man. I was throwing it down last night, dude. I was getting key after key after key after key. It was a fun time. Let me know what your high scores are, guys, in the chat. For Pac-Man. Brooklyn Menace, thank you. Cheers to you, my son, for stopping on by. Guys, if you haven't checked out Brooklyn, I love watching Brooklyn at night. He's playing these just random games that I've never heard of, and it's just chill stream. He's just playing the games. It's nice and easy to fall asleep to, Brooklyn. I appreciate it. Good hour watching that thing. It's great. Keep it up, man. Keep up all the good work. Sony 4K says, Burger Time XL, Dragon's Lair XL, Tron XL, Star Wars XL, sold. Like, it's very easy. This is not a hard mathematical formula. You take the top 100. What arcade wanted to do the top 50 arcade games and put them out. They will all sell. I get it. There's cabs that just can't be done. Like, I don't see a Daytona happening. James was very smart about it when he was talking to me and saying, look, there's like thousands of sponsors. You're just not going to get everybody to agree on that for licensing purposes. I get it. Put out stuff that you can do. It's going to sell. How many times do I have to say this? Companies, you're doing way too much research. You're like tripping over yourself. Take the top 100 and do all those games. Then when you come out with 100 different cabinets, 25 years from now, then you can start coming out with Zookeeper XL and you name it. Chad, am I right? Am I too far off? I mean, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Paul, what you mean? What's happening here? Paul, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. CornerCade Crew channel member. We're kicking it live. Zero Redux is in the building. Another CornerCade Crew channel member. Brackets. What brackets? Brackets? Brian, I saw that. Let's go. I got a sea of green in the building. Look at that. Sony 4K. There's literally a sea of green, guys. This is nuts. You guys should be very, very proud of yourselves for all color coordinating and matching up in here. All right, where are we at here? Chat, where are we at? Oh my goodness, Paul. Yeah, I mean, Pac-Man Neon. The crowd goes mild, as Mo put it. Jesus. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know where to start. I mean, if you threw like new games on there, okay, you can kind of justify it, but good God. Yeah, chat, where are you? We got 41 people here. We got 9 likes. Can you hit the refresh and just hit that like button for me? Let's go, baby. I was thinking about going live vertically because YouTube pushes the vertical streams. So yes, I would look a little weird and a little close up, but we would be reaching a new horizon for people to come and join the crew and have some fun with us. Will H says, honestly, who cares about eras at this very moment? How about we get the first Street Fighter 2 Extreme XT? That's going to be interesting to say now. In our hands. And the first one, first one to see the product before we talk about other games. I kind of put in the cart before the little horse, and you are not wrong. I think the excitement is just taking over, you know? It's like, what could they do next, right? But, well, I totally agree with you. Let's get this first one done. It's been delayed like hell a lot, right? And let's just get this one done. What's the next one? Now, we know behind the scenes that these retailers are already planning the second, third, fourth integration of cabinet because they got to get their POs ready and everything like that. So that's where we kind of hear these rumblings, and it's very exciting, right? Like, oh my God, the possibility of this, that, and the other. Are you kidding me? So, you know, you feel it. You feel it a little bit more. But yeah, I need the Alpha 2 here, and to do a live unboxing on it, and then we'll kind of go from there. Superfab says, anyone near the Ohio area, some dude is selling a modded Donkey Kong cab 16:1 format of a Pac-Man 1-up for only $350. Light up marquee and riser. Too far of a drive for me. Interesting. Is it in good condition? It's a 1-up, right? It's just, or is it? It's selling a Donkey Kong 16:1 with the format of a Pac-Man 1-up. Oh, that's interesting. So was it a modded 1-up, or it's an actual Donkey Kong cab? Yeah, but that's 16:1 board. If I were to own real arcades, I would do the switchers. So, like, for example, you have like a Mortal Kombat, and you do Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and Ultimate, and 4, right? And you just switch between the boards. I wouldn't have like 5 Mortal Kombat cabs. It's just like it's too, you know, your space is too limited, right? And then same for like Killer Instinct. You'd have Killer Instinct 1, and then you put KI2 in it, and you switch between the boards. That's how I would do it. Oh, Hurricane Pinball was the other one. Thank you, Calvin Wong. Always coming through, baby. Let's go. Is Hurricane good? I've never played any of these titles. I've heard of the first 2, but I haven't played Hurricane at all. Really, any of them. I haven't really even heard of Hurricane. So, Dr. Torque says, I really like Red and Ted's Roadshow. Haven't played the other 2 enough to give a critique. But are they up there? Are they up there with Theater Magic and Monster Bash? Those are the 2 I love to play the most. I kind of soured on Attack from Mars because it just goes right down and drains. It's driving me nuts. So I'm like, all right, you're going to get put in timeout, right? I don't need to do this frustration anymore. Because even if I go to nudge, it still doesn't work. It still doesn't work. So it's just upsetting me. Look at Brian's already using the emojis. Let's go, dude. Oh, man. All right, BME says, from the people I've watched today, which there was a lot of streamers streaming around, Red and Ted's Roadshow seems to be the winner. Okay, so that's interesting. That is interesting. I'll take a look then. I don't know. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Thumper, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. One of my channel moderators, swinging on through, guys. I know this was an impromptu live stream. I don't even have a thumbnail made for it. I'm going to have to go back, and I'm just going to have to read all of this jazz and just redo everything, and that's okay. I'm just going to have to redo it, all right? Man, you guys are rocking and rolling. Oh, my God. I can't. Big Fish, you're so funny. He's like, get the kids a goddamn claw machine already. Love Vic. It's coming. Trust me. Vic has a claw machine. It's coming. Trust me. It's coming. I got the duckies saved in the Amazon cart. We're going to fill it up with 1,000 rubber duckies because that's what they love. They love getting all the different outfits and everything. We're getting it. I just don't want to overpay, you know, like I think it was B Kirby. He was like, dude, you spent 800 on a KI. Yeah. Well, there's 500 KI that's ever been made. You have to get it there's thousands of claw machines. And I gotta be honest with you, I was even looking at real claw machines because they were a little bit cheaper. I just don't know how heavy those things are to get. How about a real claw machine, like a little skinnier one? because they've been on Marketplace a lot. So I've been doing my due diligence. But yeah, kids will get that. It'll most likely be for Christmas unless there's like a cool sale that you guys let me know about. Then I'll go ahead and head on over there. But Walmart right now is $50 more. Come on, man. Like, you already got to buy stuff for this. So you're looking at $600 for the claw machine. I don't know. Plus, if I need to get a riser in the future, looking at $650. It's a big investment for a claw machine, you know? Plus, I'm still looking at Marketplace because I've seen a couple claw machines for sale. So I just don't, I'm like a smart general manager. I don't want to overcommit. I don't want to, but it's coming. Trust me. And the kids are going to go bonkers. I'm telling you, oh my God, I can't wait to see. Maybe I'll record that first moment with them in the claw machine and put it on for the channel members because that'll be cool. Mike, he said, how many more super chats until you lock that Arnold Palmer? Let's go. Okay, let's head over here. I got 3 out of 5 so far, guys. So we're like over 50% there. It's any kind of super chat. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be a $2 super chat, right? I thought I'd put it up there for fun. We're on the cusp, guys. If you and I'll always do this. I'll just have it because I'll just do an overtime stream. You know how I used to like fake end the show, guys, and then I'd come back and do overtime. You know, we'd go for like another hour. I just want to I set this for you guys to have fun. You know, that's what it is. It's all about fun. This is what we do, guys. We play the game to have fun. All right, where we at here, guys? Put this down. Eventually, we're gonna get the show started. I'm very confident. I don't have a trivia question because it's not Trivia Tuesday, guys, but we do have this. Yo, Mike MC, the place to be, the Penny Arcade, 10 CornerCade group channel members. Holy cow. I mean, we're so far behind in the chat. I don't even know if I can scroll up and find them. Here we go. So Mike of all trades, the Garage Gamer, Gamer Fridge, and a bunch of names that I've never seen in my chat before. Maybe I've seen Xbox Game Pass. He's been here before. I assume it's a he. I don't know. But guys, congratulations. Welcome to the crew. Oh, and Ryan Gong. I've seen him before here too. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Thank you so much, man, for you didn't have to do it. I appreciate it. The more crew, the merrier. We just gather on in to see a green, and it gives people the opportunity to look behind the scenes. So I really do appreciate, man, supporting the channel. It honestly goes a long way. It keeps the lights on. Been kind of looking maybe at a new camera. Maybe not. I don't know yet. You know, Elgato came out with this cool one. They could put like filters on and stuff, but it'd be upping the resolution so I could do my videos in 4K. So right now, as you see fit, I do my videos in 1080p, 30 to 60 frames per second, depending on what's going on. I think it's more 30, but I set it to 60. We'll see. And this camera will allow me to record in 4K. So if you guys watch me on a TV, it's going to look a lot better. But again, we're splitting hairs here. Do you guys watch me on a TV? Again, this would be for you guys, so I'm not looking all blocky. Not like a Minecraft character. You guys watch me mostly on your tablets or mobile devices, or do you watch me on a TV? Let me know. I've been even shown, Benny, Chad, I've been shown on Jumbotrons before, like above people's pool tables. I forgot when you go live, you're live in front of the world, like, and on any device. Like, I think T-Prez was the one that did that. Vic, and you're Vic's Ohio love right here. Go Bengals, go Buckeyes. My grandpa's a huge Buckeyes fan. Huge, like enormous Buckeyes fans from Ohio. All right, where we at here? I think I saw Jason somewhere. Jason, are you here? Let me look through the chat. Jason, where are you at? The chat is flying, guys. I mean, this is incredible. This is incredible. Yes, Brooklyn, the ASMR of gaming, 100%. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, we have fun. We have fun. And the Be Me. Who have I seen in person? So I've seen the Quarter Deck. I've seen Pete. If you guys go over, check his channel out. He usually streams Sunday at 10 a.m. super early. It's like I'm still in bed, rubbing my eyes kind of thing. I've been on his show before, believe it or not. The first and only guest so far. I've seen him in person. He's bought some arcades for me. I've seen the Be Me. I've seen Ezekiel. Ezekiel's actually been in the CornerCade before, dropping off Pac-Man. I've seen Mike of all trades. Who else have I seen in person? Well, we went down to the Pinball Expo and I saw everybody. I mean, does that count? Or is it coming to my house? Like, does that count, So if you guys are going to the Pinball Expo, you'll get to see us, hopefully, fingers crossed. It's all going to be dependent on my wife's work schedule, and if we can get a sitter for the kids, or the kids might have to come with us. Oh, man. The kids are hilarious. They were just at a wedding, and they were dancing up a storm. My kids are throwing it down on the dance floor, baby. Made Papa proud, because I can dance, too. We were dancing a Soulja Boy, Crank That. They were having a fun time. Oh, man. Weddings are exhausting, though, guys. I think you can attest to that, right? I think you can attest to that. Vic said basic, fun, and iconic should just release every one-up cab that had rises in it. Yeah, it's a very simple format. Now I hope that they're not just going to do like 5-6 titles and just rehash all of these, and that's going to be the rotation. That would absolutely stink. You'll get like some of those titles, you know, in XL when they eventually come out, but then that's it. Now you're really solely relying on Iconic Arcade. We can't have that. That's not nothing anti-Iconic Arcade. We can't just rely on one company to put this stuff out. We did that with Arcade 1-Up, and we're sitting here waiting for years or something. It's ridiculous. This hobby moves like it's like what? Watching paint dry, grass grow, water boil, you name it, right? It's very, very slow product. Tim York said, what's going on with the influencers dumping their 4KPs? Yeah, they're a pain sometimes, but what's with the alternate except a 10K real table? Who's dumping the 4KPs? I still got mine. Now, you guys know me. I usually talk about stuff that is exciting to me. So if I don't touch on certain topics or certain things, you can let me know. We can always talk about it in the chat. But, you know, I put things on the thumbnails. It's what I want to talk about. This is my channel. You know what I mean? You guys help support the channel. So I always want to, like, harness back to, like, what do you guys want to talk about, too? But at the end of the day, it's stuff that gets me excited. It's stuff that gets hyped, you know, me hyped, right? And the pinball packs are cool and stuff, but I don't have much substance to talk about it. Maybe one of these days I'll get a bunch of pinball pals together and pinheads onto the show, and we could talk pinball, and they can kind of educate me, right? But I love playing the 4KP. I damn near play it every day. So, like, if anybody asks me, is this product worth getting, even with all the hiccups that I have yet experienced, I have never been locked out yet. I don't have to re-enter my password every time. I've never had an issue with the locker situation, digital codes, anything. I recommend this product. This product is still, you know, 2024 product of the year. You know, 2025 will probably be the Iconic Alpha 2 cab. But yeah, it's a great product, and I enjoy it. I play it all the time. So I don't know. Be me. What are you waiting for? Get the green on, baby. Get the green on. Let's go. Oh, we're up to 13 likes now. Thank you, guys. Oh, we just bumped it up to 15 likes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, guys, it goes a long way. Honestly, Kano, thank you so much, man, for being here. It goes a long way, guys. And like we were saying before, we are one super chat away. Oh my God, you guys are insane from unlocking the madness. And how did we get the 4th? Oh, that's how. Big Fish is in the building with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Danny, remember, find me a T2 X-Men PCBs. Well, I tried reaching out to James, and I wanted it for myself, but I was going to, you know, I could give it to somebody else, obviously. But he's wanting to charge for that or keep it because Arcade 1-Up doesn't have any more X-Men PCBs. So they're going to be scarce. But I'll keep asking around. I'll keep asking. Guys, in the chat, Vic needs an X-Men PCB and a T2 PCB because he's got some modding mayhem abilities he wants to do. So yeah, there's that, guys. There's that. What up, Garage Gamer? This is one hell of a stream. You guys realize, right? We have been live for 43 minutes, and I haven't even gotten into the first discussion. And that is a huge kudos, an absolute huge kudos to every single one of you in the chat. I mean, this is the show. It's like Seinfeld. This is a show about nothing.
Let's party!
It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah!
I literally, that's
great. Super. Excellent.
I personally
I can't believe my eyes.
It's unbelievable, guys. I literally, I'm not just saying that because the lights are on and the camera's rolling. You guys are fucking awesome. I cannot stress this enough. That's why you guys are all here. Sony, 4K would be awesome. He's watching on a 150-inch television. So I definitely look like a big blocky mess, right? Let me know. Let me know. Oh man. Okay, where we at here? Where we at? Connell says downloading an update to my Arcade One PC. You still need a real multi-cade for your arcade, Danny. Yes, that would be cool. I have like the Golden Tee Midway, not really like a multi-cade. Like it's, I mean, right? Like I get it. These are all multi-cades because they all have, that's not a multi-cade to me. You know, Time Crisis. I played Time Crisis on it. Might dabble a little bit of Point Blank, but that's it, right? That's it. I treat them as like single cab games almost, you know, but that's just me. But yes, that would be really cool. That would be really cool just to have like a cool multi-cade. Maybe a company does it. I don't know, sometime in the future. But you know, there's real arcades you can get like that are hand customly built and all that jazz that I could dabble into. But I don't know. I always thought like one would be cool because we're never gonna see like a frenzy cabinet, right? So like I can play that, you know, like the games that you'll never see, I could play. Garage Gamer just sold his At Games Gamer Pro to Meatball Saucy. Let's fucking go. I know you were looking to get rid of that control deck. I'm glad that he was able to get that from me because I think he needed that. Jason. Hey, now hold on a second. I was talking about pre-recorded videos. But thank you for ousting me. Am I blocky right now, Jason? He said your upload speed is abysmal. I think I got 40 gigs up. That's the highest that I'll allow. That's the highest I can get. He's like, you won't want to stream live in 4K. That camera will only be useful for produce videos only. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Produce videos. But yeah, it was just I think it's like $200 off Elgato's website. Now I like sell this one and stuff, but I don't know. We're going to be doing some live unboxings, and StreamYard will not allow me to use an extra camera unless I pay them almost $100 a month. And yeah, you can forget that is ever happening just to do an extra camera for 4 unboxings a year. No way, Jose. So I'm either going to kick it old school like we have done previously and do it off my cell phone with the DJI mics and just do it that way and read the chat from the phone, because I've seen most of our unboxings are like that. Or I'm going to pop over to StreamYard. It's Restream. I'm going to pop over to Restream to do that, but it'll be in 720. I'll get an extra camera. So maybe you guys can let me know what you guys want to do. It'll be in well, I guess both of them are 720 because YouTube will not allow you to stream in 1080. It's only 720 off the phone. I still think it looks good, but maybe we'll just start off the computer. I've been floating out some ideas, but I got to prep for that because we're going to have to do that, guys. We're going to have to do that eventually. Thank you, Garage Gamer. 23 likes in the bucket. Let's go, baby. Fourth Horseman's back. I'm going to be honest. I forgot about the channel. Thank you.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Fourth Horseman, I appreciate you for coming back, you gotta turn the notifications on. That's part of the magic. It's part of the magic.
He's on fire!
There you go, buddy. He's back. He's in the building. Thank you for stopping on by. We got Gale Force Raceway. I still haven't connected my Class 81 to the interwebs. What am I missing? Updates at all? I don't think there's any updates on that guy. I don't think there's any updates. Don't worry. But thank you for being here, my guy. Let's go. Sony says, I watched Disney 4K live streams all the time. 4K live streams are the best. You can also use Streamlabs 720. Yeah, I got to use something that I'm comfortable with. I haven't done Streamlabs yet. Is that maybe I can dabble into that program? We'll see. The program's got to be easy because you're hosting a show and you're trying to talk about stuff. If you're doing other stuff, it's too hard to host a show. That's why it's like I got to have a producer. Then I could just talk to you guys and they could do all that background stuff, right? That would be cool. Can you imagine Mrs. Cornercade like remotely from the other room producing the show and just playing all those sounders and stuff like that? Oh, here's the other part of that. Not because it's bad, just hasn't popped up on my feed for some reason. That's because YouTube is crazy. They've been doing some wacky stuff now, guys. So the best I can say is have the notifications on. That's the best I can say. I join the Discord and maybe I'll, because I usually post the content in the Discord. So you guys are up to it, guess. I'll have to check it out if it works, you know. But again, that was something I was thinking about. Arcades first, you know, equipment comes next. We'll see. I have a fantastic setup, and that's kudos to you guys. And my wife, she got me these awesome lights. But I would like to get like a bigger monitor at some point. I'm on like a 24-inch monitor, which is huge. Guys, you remember when we, guys, I want you to go back in the channel. Do you remember when we used to set up a laptop and I had bar stools and I had no comfy chair, no nothing. I was in my dining room chairs, and after about a half an hour, my back was killing me. And guys, we used to do 4-hour shows back then. Like, that's nuts. We've come a long way and we've grown as a channel, and that is all because of you guys. Period. End of story. There are plenty of channels out there that have no support whatsoever, and they're still doing the same thing. And we were able to have grown because of you guys. So hats off to you guys in the chat. You guys liking the videos, sharing, subscribing, getting engaged, getting active. That's what it's about, man. Guys, I think it's time for our first topic. Our first topic of the night. And guys, we are one measly, small little $2 away at the very least to unlocking something very special. Just a reminder, but let's get into it. Guys, have you seen this? Now, I know you have. I know you've seen it. What are your thoughts? I haven't directly asked you guys this kind of question. Here it is. I showed in a previous show of mine, I showed you my kind of render what the Street Fighter artwork should look like that I created. I think that was pretty cool. For those of you that pre-ordered this, do you care? I guess I should ask you that. Do you care about this? Here's the poll results. I thought it was very interesting that, you know, number 3 won. My vote went to number 2. I think if you're going to switch it, just make it the correct artwork, right? Like, why mess around with anything else? I think if there's a lot of options here, and I think there should have been just like 3 options, right? Like the original, the OG, and like a total custom one. But if you're going to sit there, because, you know, 3 through 6 are like the same thing, just variants of difference, like the background. So I think if you do have an option, I think number 5, because it doesn't have the Street Fighter writing on there, it makes that marquee and that control panel pop. That would be my vote, right? More black would be better because it helps make that marquee and that tribal art in the control panel pop. You want that, right? Especially if it's an end piece. You can kind of see it. Rotundo's in the house. Let's go, baby. Thank you for stopping by, dude. Hey, buddy. What's up, everyone? Mr. Clutch. Danny, you're getting the new Pac-Man Neon. Do I even have an image of that? I don't think I sent an image. I know James did like a render of that. It was in a short. I put it in a short, but no, I'm not going to be getting that. We'll cover it and talk about it in case anybody wants to get it. I'm perfectly happy with my Pac-Man XL. That's what I got. That's going to suit me just fine. I had to get a couple parts to repair it. So we got that coming from Arcade 1-Up because there was little dinks and dents, and we're just going to restore that like brand new. It's going to be phenomenal. Jim, thank you so much, man. Another CornerCade Crew channel member stopping on by. What's up with the time change? Well, I was playing the arcades. I have to rewind the show. I was playing the arcades, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going live. My wife got the notification. She's like, oh, you're going live? I'm like, you bet your sweet aching panashkis. And now we're here. We're just talking. That's what we're doing. We're having fun. This has been a fun show, and we are just starting it. So you came just in time, just like Fret Burner right here, catching you live on a few from my lunch break. Let's go. Thank you, Fret, for coming on by. We got a lot of new faces joining us in here. Let's go. I'm still waiting for the Midway Classics Golden Tee Deluxe. That would be very interesting, Ken. So you're taking the XL Midway Classic Golden Tee and you're just making the Deluxe. That would be very, very interesting. But here's this guy right here, and it was a very narrow margin between 1 and 3. Your sweet aching panashkis. You never heard of that before? I'm teaching you guys something new each and every day. Hold on, I'm drying here. I'm drying out. I hope I'm not getting sick. I don't, you know. All right. So number 3 won. J-Rod, thank you so much, man, for stopping on by. Let's go, baby. So number 3 won by 2%. Very close. I mean, to me, I got the Alpha 2 cab because it's something different. I like Alpha 2 a little bit better. I mean, I told you guys I'm late 90s, you know, early aughts arcade guy, right? So I'm, you know, the Tekkens, the Hydro Thunders, you name it. Now I fell in love with this hobby. I absolutely love these 80 cabinets. So I'm not poo-pooing the 80s at all for any stretch of the imagination. But I like just the newer-ish games, right? Now, every arcade has a place for everything because that's how arcades are made, with everything, right? So I thought I'd share this with you guys. Why am I so tiny there? There we go. Okay. Now, we got some pictures where, let's see, I think we do this to that. Oh, there we go. Okay, guys. What do we think about the changes that were made to these iconic arcade cabinets? It's kind of cool to see more of the final product. This is probably damn near the closest. So we're going to get those light up coin doors. You can see the seam, which is great. Not that there's a seam, but you can see what is happening right now. That seam is just there a little bit more prevalent because they want to make sure they show you guys, but it's not going to be that noticeable. Screw cap covers there, which is nice. It looks like too that the panel where the speakers are, it got either shortened or extended because it looks a lot different from the basic model render that we've seen before. So that was also changed. The button on the front, still going to be on the front, but it's going to have the red, instead of the red, like, you know, missile command star, it's going to have a little black button right there. So I think that's what, to power down the Pi or to power down the cab properly or something like that. So that will still be there. It's really cool to see that sandstone art applied to, you know, seeing the new control panel on the Alpha 2, because that's what I ordered. And to be quite honest with you, between the diamond cut or this, I'm loving this. This is really cool. The diamond cut, you know, the diamond plate with the red, white, and blue buttons was awesome. I think this is a little bit better, and I like it. Why? You know, you get the different button color combination, but I have the same panel on my Dark Soccer's cab, and I like it. This is cool. I like the direction that they're going. They made some minor improvements that overall really changed and improved the cabinet. So I'm excited because, you know, as you guys know, we pre-ordered one. So, you know, where do we go from here? Well, hopefully these things can finally come out now, right? I think I've personally seen enough. Have you guys seen enough to kind of be comfortable with your pre-order if you did? Once we do an unboxing, if you guys haven't bought this, I think you're going to be convinced once I get this in my hands to say, yeah, guys, go get this. Like, if you're an XL fan, if you like your Alpha 2 scan or your World Warrior, go get this. Because either way, you're getting a great product. That World Warrior is miles improvement above what Arcade 1-Up did in the past. I mean, this isn't even apples to apples here right now. So, Mr. Clutch says, the Iconic Arcade really needs to show us a demo of the Street Fighter cab. And I know it was funny. I don't know if John D said it. Somebody said it like, well, why do you guys need to see all this stuff? You don't need to see it for Arcade 1-Up. Well, this is the first time your product's coming to fruition. So we needed to see it for Arcade 1-Up back in the day, the same thing. We don't know this company at all. It'd be the same exact thing for Basic Fun. Now, we saw a sliver of that WrestleFest XL, right? Kind of saw it in person. But even Basic Fun needs to do the same thing. We need to see that cab as a demo video showing off all the features. Doesn't need to be more than a minute long of nice angle, body shot angles, some gameplay, you standing next to the cab, yada, yada, right? I think that would go a long way, gaining a lot of confidence to people wanting to get this, get excited about it, or the people that did get it, not to cancel pre-orders and to keep the ship rolling. But that's just my opinion. You know, once you have that, you know, we're not going to need to see that for the Double Dragon or the Tekken or whatever comes out. But I still would like to see that. Does that make sense? Because when we saw that Double Dragon in person, we're like, holy moly. Guys, it's one thing to see a render. It's a whole different ball game to see this thing actually lit up and built in person. Like, you know, to have a video. It's a whole nother thing, guys. I'm telling you right now. It's miles. A render is one thing, guys, on paper. It's another to see everything else put together in person. Mr. Clutch says this home arcade / YouTube Facebook community probably accounts for a good 25% of their sales for these companies. We're the early adopters. They need to win us over. And I'll tell you why that's important. People watch review videos, guys. Review videos are probably the best videos that I've ever done. I think the most viewed video that I've ever had, let's bring this down real quick, was my Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe review. And to be quite honest with you, I think it's an awful review. I think I did horrible on it. I just had my cell phone, and my production style was a lot different from what it is now, right? And people were probably interested in it, wanted to know. But I just reached 25,000 people. Okay, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. Maybe somebody rewatched it a couple times, right? I digress. Your average person walking into Costco is not reaching 25,000 people. It's not reaching 10,000 people, 5,000 people. When you go to look back at these reviews, people are interested and want to see what the H is going on, right? That's what YouTubers do. Influencers, however you want to categorize it, right? We're here to give you guys the news and give you guys our honest to God truth of these products. And you know, on this very channel, I'll let you guys know if it's worth it. Yes, there's always going to be flaws and there's always going to be things you don't like. Is it worth it to put in your home arcade? We will find out. It'll be either a hell yeah or a hell no. You know, when we unboxed live the Atari 50th, I was very disappointed. And I was really hyped for that cabinet because of all the extra games features and all that jazz, right? But it was a letdown. You know, it was a letdown. And there's been other cabinets like Time Crisis that were awesome, right? Awesome. Street Fighter 2, you know, the Dynamo Deluxe, freaking cool cabs. But you'll know. You guys will know, and that's what we're here for. We're here to get the word out, right? It's like zero. We got a Zero Redux over here getting this word out. Dude, Zero Redux coming in hot with the $5 super chat. And guys, the confetti is raining in the chat because you guys, thanks to Ezekiel, and I mean, Zero, and he says, Ezekiel, where are the renders? Ezekiel, he's putting you on the spot. I hope you're still watching because we got more renders coming your way. So you can't let the community down on this one, man. Zero Redux, you guys just unlocked. Yeah, unlocked overtime, baby.
Let's go get hyped. The CornerCade is back. Stage lights flash like a boss fight crack. Classic to deluxe. Every cab on the rack. Let's go get hyped. The CornerCade is back. One more life. We'll take that stab. Let's go get hyped. The CornerCade is back. Let's go get hyped. The CornerCade is back.
Let's fucking go. We're back, baby. Oh, that was great. You guys unlocked it. Let's go. You got me for overtime, baby. And when we hit that point, you will know because special things will be afloating and graphics will be on the screen. And I wonder if my wife's cooking. Oh, you know what? We get the neighbors cooking. Because I'm like, we already had McDonald's for dinner. Why is she cooking? We somehow get the neighbors' food smell when we get the AC rolling sometimes. I hate that. Because you're kind of like guessing. I digress. Zero Redux, thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel as always. You got us over the hump. Let's go, baby. And Water in the Desert says Atari sucks. Is that that's a Third Strike cab. Hold on, let me. You modded that. Water in the Desert. Look at that Third Strike cabinet. Oh, that looks really cool, dude. That's what, an arcade 1-up Dynamo Street Fighter that you modded into a Third Strike? Let's go, man. I got to see pictures of that. If you want to, you can email the show at thecornercade@gmail.com because I'm all about modding, man. That cabinet looks super, super cool and super clean from what I can see. Oh, look at Foxer in the house. Was going to say something about Third Strike Arcade 1-up needs to do a Street Fighter 3. I think John D will probably do that at some point, reskin it. PC mod. Oh, man, I don't know if I can do a PC mod, but that looks really, really cool. I like that. Oh, yeah, dude. You guys unlocked it. You cracked open a second Arnold Palmer. How could you not? Let's go, baby. Mr. Clutch said, iconic. Just send CornerCade 19K or Michael be a review cab already. P-Dubs is too grumpy for a review. Mr. Clutch. Yo, Mr. Clutch, were you the one that was in Fox's stream saying I was getting two of these? I was getting the World Warrior and the Alpha 2? Because I'm not. Stop it. I think that might have been you. Somebody was saying that. I was dying. I'm like, no, dude, I'm just getting the alpha too. I don't know. You know, I've already pre-ordered it, so I think the World Warrior would be cool if I got that one to make that into a multi-cade. You guys were talking about multi-cades. It's a little bit cheaper, a little bit more affordable than like Glenn's FU product, for example, to do the multi-cade thing with, because I think that would be really cool and have another Street Fighter cab. But I was shooting that out to some of my friends, and they're like, "Guy, dude, just save it because there's gonna be cabinets coming. So like, would you rather have that or a Double Dragon and a Tekken kind of thing? Like save your money, see if that'll go on sale or something. We'll play it by ear." But I was kind of jumping all into the XL, all the cabs, right? So maybe I'll just wait and kind of see what other cabinets come out. You know, rumored Turtles 2026 XL. We'll see if TMNT comes out. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so now we saw the side art, guys. Let's see if we do this. There we go. That's not the side art. There we go, right there. So you guys finally got it. You guys got the pictures. This has been one hell of a show, and literally we haven't talked about anything. We've kind of just already touched on all of this stuff. So I think long and short, guys, these cabinets look great. It's time to get the damn thing done, and it's time to get these out and about, and it's time to get these into people's hands. So if this is already ready to go and finalized, it's time to move the drill. It's time to make these things, get them on the boat, and get them over here pronto tanto. And then move on to, we all know, Double Dragon, and then hopefully Tekken. That's the lineup, right? That's the lineup that, I mean, would you guys be happy with that, right? Zeke, there you go. Danny, get Zeke to send renders of Primal Rage, Yuri Kung Fu. You love Yuri Kung Fu. Contra, Burger Time, Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, and Street Fighter Alpha. Well, if you're going to do Street Fighter Alpha, do Third Strike, because we're already seeing Alpha here. Just take the 2 off, right? Like, I mean, it would be different, of course, but all right, jot it down. Maybe I'll take a picture. It'd be easier instead of typing this all out. Okay, there you go. I took a picture. I'll send it to him. If he's still not here. I know Zeke is a busy man. He's all over the joint. Yes, Jason. I know you're happy. Jason, you got to put the Double Dragon back. What is this Wii U avatar thing? Put the Double Dragon. You needed the Double Dragon logo. Put that on the back.
I can't believe my eyes.
100%. I know you're excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be, I'm telling you, I told you it's coming, man. It's coming. Oh, thank you, buddy. Then I can just copy and paste, making my life a little bit easier, dude. Let's see here. This show is going to go so long, we might even hit some breaking news before it's all over. It's about 10 a.m. in Australia. Well, something's supposed to happen today or tomorrow, the 4th, in Australia. Am I missing something? Is some kind of breaking news happening? I love my Switch Sports Golf. You're so funny. Yeah, but you're not the same. It's not the same, Jason. When you had, you know, your Double Dragon avatar. I miss it already. Okay. Zero Redux says 10 80s cabs, 10 90s cabs, all rendered. Then we can battle out for the winner. Oh, you're saying like, should we do our own thing? What are you talking about here? So should Zeke make renders up and we do our own, like, who wins that bracket? I know John D was he was throwing out, let's get this down here. John D was throwing out the hold on one second. He was throwing out the notion of all these polls, and you know, we all know John D, right? He's going to lean towards more the 90s, but he also said that he wants to do cabs for the people, by the people, right? So I would assume that a big chunk of that would be 80s, right? Because most of you guys, take no offense to this, age doesn't, it catches up to everybody, but most of you guys are a little bit older. And your time in the arcades were what, late 70s, 80s, and that's it? Maybe 90s, barely. You know, very 91, 92, 93. Could I be wrong here? But that is like the core of where a lot of these titles should be made. Now, I always threw this out there of you know, if you guys, let's just say, I don't know, like a stand-up Hydro Thunder, right? Would you buy that? That would be a day one buy, probably for a good majority. We got 51 people here I want to say a good 40 of you guys would be buying that if you wanted to build your home arcade out, right? Now, there are people that will only buy those select titles, you know, that they love and adore. For me, I want to build my home arcade out. I want to have a good mix of a bunch of games, right? Like the latest and greatest new stuff, right? And I'll get to a point where we'll have a lot of XLs and we're going to be good, you know, unless something comes out that blows my mind, you know? Like, we're good. You know, this is the end game. This is the final step. You know, there's no evolution from here. We're not taking away any risers. This is it. This is the final form factor. C40 Sony 4K says 80s rule 0 redux, no 70s. We already did Pong. That's what I was kind of thinking. You know, I know Jason Little Alien, you threw out there. If you're still here, Jason, you threw out there what late 70s games were there. I'm not a big fan. I was like Asteroids. I'm good with that. Where I'm at with Atari is like Centipede, Millipede, Missile Command. You know, I love Major Havoc. I love Crystal Castles. You know, Super Breakout, all this stuff. You can keep that. You know, it's like that's like the big. You know, that's where my bread and butter is for those at least. But I'm not playing like Asteroids, Pong. Pong, you know, it's classic. I'll play it, but I don't want to stand up Pong. You know, like when Arcade 1-Up did that render, I'd have never bought that. And I buy everything, right? I'd have never bought that. Oh, Jason, I have a real sit-down Hydro Thunder in my basement. Great game. So yeah, like if Iconic Arcade were to come out with an extreme, an XL Hydro Thunder, I mean, we got 9 out of 10 people. I don't, you know, maybe 7 out of 10 would be buying that, right? Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Galaxian, Asteroid, Space Invaders, Lunar Lander. Like all of those, I'm good. I hate Lunar Lander. I put my wife on that all the time when we had it, just to mess with her. It's a terrible game. You cannot land that ship. I don't care how many people will tell you, you cannot land that ship. You can't. It's impossible. It's the dumbest game. I hate that game. It drives me nuts. She hates it too. I'd rather play the Atari Star Wars stuff. You know, that's way more fun. Satan's Hollow. I just shared that with the guys in the Discord chat. Satan's Hollow. I'd never played that game, but somebody's selling that. Oh, stop it, James. It's not easy. That stuff is hard as hell. You got to do all the thrusters. Even if it was easy, it's a terrible game. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of like a calculator game. It reminds me of a calculator game. That's just what I think, right? Yeah, like Mike B said, he'd love to see a food fight, right? Zookeeper, Elevator Action. Like those games I'm down for, baby. So starting with the 80s, I would do 80s, 90s, and aughts. That's just what I'm talking about. I mean, if anybody wants to do like a, you know, an XL Space Invaders, have at a Hoss. I'm not gonna be against that at all. But I think this is the big sticking point. Moon Patrol is fun. I did play that at the arcades, Tony C. I will say that I'm fans of the Moon Patrol for sure. You gotta lock in or clock in, baby. I don't know. I think it's garbage. Hey, you can't love every game. I told you, I'm more like, I'd rather see, dude, I can't wait. Who's going to make the first Marvel Fighting Cab XL? You know, after seeing the way Mike of All Trades did his Marvel Superheroes cabinet with the yellow trim, I'm like, dude, I could take that World Warrior. I could swap in my X-Men 97 guts, you know, my Children of the Atom guts. And I got myself an XL Extreme Marvel Fighting Cab. Yeah, I'm all over that. You know what I mean? My kids are getting rowdy on the outside of the door. I don't know if you guys can hear that. They're having fun. All right. Yeah, see, Mike Conkers knows what I'm saying. Dude, it's a sea of green in here. I love it. Yeah, like, and I'm just throwing out an example, right? Like, James, you were saying Daytona can't be done. What are some realistic drivers that could be done? You know, Cruising USA can't be done. I know Atari is owned by San Francisco Rush. Can't they do that? Doesn't Atari own that? I could be way off here. Hydro Thunder always came to my mind because it's just iconic. It's something different. It's owned by Midway, so like people can do that, right? Like it's not an impossible thing. So that's always came to my mind. Yeah, one modern and one retro every 6 months. I mean, yeah, like I always said 4 cabs. That's one every 3 months. That's not a big ask, at least in my mind, right? And you have all these companies doing these arcades that could actually be possible. It can actually come to fruition. That this will never happen, although I would love to see it happen. NBA Showtime would be awesome. Like an NFL Blitz, NBA Showtime cab, I'd be all over that. Like that's bread and butter of what I love. No, 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 no. No, none of this. No, no, who wants to be a millionaire? None of that garbage. We're not doing the, round one games. No, 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 no. When I say like modern games, for me, that's more like early aughts. Maybe 2004 is the cutoff, right? I'm just kind of throwing out a date there and below, right? We don't need to see anything to that ilk, although they'll probably sell. Who knows? Ken says, if they made a Shredder's Revenge, that would work as a modern arcade one-up type. Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to see. I think we all would like to see a Turtles cab with a lot of Turtles games on there. I think everybody's gonna get that in an XL version. Are you kidding me? That would be pretty cool. That'd be a day one buy for me. But Vic Vicious says so many one-up 80s titles deserve the updated XL facelifts. Frogger, Burger Time, Dig Dug. This is where like a lot of companies can compete, and there's so much room for improvement and growth, guys. We've just started. January of this year. That's when I told you guys, when I made the videos, we did the live streams, the bombshell on Home Arcade really dropped, because that was a changing point. If and when Iconic can deliver, and they can continue to deliver over and over and over again, you're really going to start to see our Home Arcade change, depending on what titles you want to get. If Basic Fun can do the same, you might see some new and exciting titles with both of these companies, and some titles that Arcade One Up just couldn't get the job done and rehash and re-release to. You may see that with these companies now. I know Bandai Namco is owned by several companies. WrestleFest is new. Hopefully Midway can get on board with Basic Fun and Iconic, and they can do some really cool things. Because Midway and like Capcom, they've done a lot of stuff. There's a lot of titles, so would love to see that. Obviously, Atari cabs left and right. Like the Centipede XL is going to be absolutely awesome. I'm really excited about that. But yeah, there's just a lot of possibility for so much growth and stuff that we've never seen or done before. And there will be XL light gun games and shooters. That has already been said from Basic Fun, but maybe they put the cart before the horse a little bit, because there's things that have been kind of retracted and things that have been changed. I just hope that they can get the job done at the end of the day, and we can get our XL Star Wars. We can get all of our XL really cool and exciting stuff that we've never been able to even think about in this space with Arcade One Up at the helm. No, I don't need an XL Casino-cade. My wife would love that, though. She wants to bring the Casino-cade back. I told her, well, we're selling things. Like, Arcade's going to look a little bit bare right now. Like I said, we're selling NBA Jam tomorrow. But I told her the storm is coming, and I want to gear up for it, because there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be changing. No, James, we don't need a Stern Arcade Turtles. No, stop it. We want the stand up. James says, and yes, the Turtles, the arcade game from the 1980s. That was Turtles. The first Turtles beat 'em up, and then there's Turtles in Time. Vic, you bring up a pretty good point here, and this is what we've been talking about behind the scenes and fighting for. Qbert. That would easily sell 3,000. Am I just pulling these numbers out of the sky? For the most part, yes. But your gut says, how can Qbert not sell 3,000? If there was a Qbert XL Extreme cabinet made, whether Basic Fun makes the XL, whether it be Supreme or Extreme, that is really weird to say. Supreme or Extreme, Iconic or Basic Fun, Qbert, you're buying that. How can you not buy that? I mean, if anybody's watching, we know John D likes to lurk around. Would you guys buy, if Iconic Arcade were to release a Qbert XL Extreme cabinet. Put a 1 in the chat if you would buy it. I'm just curious. Guys watching on TV, sign on to your mobile phone real quick and just put that 1 in there or that 0. If you don't want to buy it, put a 0. If you think like, how do you not like, I'm just saying, like, titles like that, it doesn't have to be that. It could be anything. We talked about, we've named Food Fight, Zookeeper, you name it, right? Star Wars XL. We can go down the line, anything like that. I mean, do you know how beautiful that cabinet would look? It would look like it would be the same height and everything as the real Cubert arcade. I'm not even a big Cubert guy, and I would buy it. That should say something. I don't know. It's not as big as Pac-Man. We get it, but god damn it, I think Arcade 1-Up has made more Pac-Man calves than Bandai Namco has made Pac-Man calves. Like, they have milked that thing dry. Pac-Man is wrinkly and crusted on the floor. Bandai Namco hasn't milked Pac-Man as much as Arcade 1-Up has. Enough. The ones are starting to flow in. I'm just saying, like, this is just an example. B Me is like, I'm good. Will H is like, dude, not a day one buy. But Will, let me tell you something. If it goes on sale or whatever the case may be, right, you're gonna pick it up, Will. You have every XL. Like, this cab would look beautiful. Calvin Wong's in. I know he is. PB&J, Mr. Clutch. I mean, this is just an example, right? I don't know. I'm not too far off with this kind of stuff. And if I had someone here co-host and I could bounce it off them, but I'm bouncing it off you guys. I just think anything new is going to sell. Think about it. Street Fighter XL, Alpha 2. That's technically new. Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Third Strike, and a whole slew of other games on there. But because it's skinned the way it is, it's new, right? We never had an XL Dynamo, right? That was really cool and exciting. The Double Dragon that we saw, really cool and exciting. Based off just those two things alone, there hasn't been one person I've seen like, I'm good. I'm gonna stick with what Arcade 1-Up is doing. I'm gonna go get a Terminator and a claw machine. Like, I'm more excited for the Double Dragon that will be coming and the Alpha 2 than I would be for Claw Machine and Terminator. Right now, everything's different. Kids are going to be way more excited for Claw Machine than Double Dragon. I understand that. But we're talking adults here, right? And you really want to hang around with Arcade 1-Up? Like, there's just nothing there. There's not even an XL this year, guys. If there was an NBA Jam done right, XL, I would have bought it. And we have bought now 7 different NBA Jams. Because it's finally the final form factor. It's like the final boss form factor. You know what I mean? See? I'm telling you. Now, for me, it'd probably be a day one buy because my wife would actually go crazy over that. My wife loves Cubert. But I'm just saying, like anything. Here, stand-up Road Blasters. Here, let's do another one real quick. I played Road Blasters one time. Stand-up Road Blasters. XL Extreme. You buying it day one? It doesn't have to be day one. Are you just going to buy it? Put a 1 in the chat. Road Blasters Extreme. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to buy it. 0 if you don't. That's a new title. That's an 80s title. All you 80s guys out there pumping up the fists. Where you at, right? Because John D's biggest question is where you at, right? Because John would rather put out, something like a Tekken, right? Which I would be. You got to do that, John. You got to put a Tekken out. Tekken 1, 2, 3, Tekken Tag. But you don't skin it as a form factor of Tekken 1. Do like Tekken 2 or Tekken 3 or something like that. All right, where are we at? Couple ones in the chat. Zero Redux. Jason. We will. I'm going to get the claw machine. I already promised you guys. I didn't tell them because I want to keep it a secret. My kids are so damn cute. Oh my God. And every parent says that, right? My kids are so damn. They're going to go fucking crazy over that damn claw machine. Will H. Road Blasters. Vic, you're going to get it. PB&J. So, anything new, right? Unless I'm wrong. Do you guys just want to see the same old, just rehashed? you know? And hopefully we can still get that. Hopefully we can get a Mortal Kombat XL. Who knows, right? That would be awesome. I got really nothing. We're going to continue this conversation. But instead of continuing on like, next week's chill and chat, you guys showed up and showed out, and that was impressive. So I'm going to look in here. What do I got? We're actually going to continue the conversation, and it starts, guys, right now.
Let's go get hyped, the CornerCade is back. Stage lights flash like a boss fight crack. Classic to deluxe, every cab on the rack. Let's go get hyped, the CornerCade is back. One more life, we'll take that stand. Let's go get hyped, the CornerCade is back. Let's go get hyped, the CornerCade is back.
That's right, guys. You have unlocked the second Arnold Palmer. Let's fucking go, baby. This is bonus time at the CornerCade. Guys, this is your show. You tell me what you guys want to talk about. We had some great discussions about 80s, 90s, early aughts. What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to talk about? I could probably pull, while you guys are waiting here, what I was talking about. If you haven't gone over to Reddit, I can see if I can pull that article. So if you bear with me, we were talking about the John D article. While you guys are coming up with what you want to talk about, let me know. And I'm going to head over to what, I don't know if everybody's seen what we were talking about. Oh, this is a big article. I don't know if I can fit this. Let's see here. Okay, let's clip this. This is from the man himself. All right, let's save this while you guys are chit-chatting. And then we'll pull this on screen here. Boom. Where are we at here? There we go. Let's image. Okay, let's pull this up, guys. So this is where that discussion was talking about. Not this, but that. This right here. For the man himself. And we're gonna have to pull down party time real quick. Little CornerCade. Pull that down. That's it. Just what's your favorite era? That's it. All right, let's keep that on the screen because this is overtime, baby. And thank you, Chaotic BPR, for cutting this out for me. I was having some difficulty making this graphic, and he came through clutch for me. All right. So John himself, I'll let you guys read this. Says there have been some lively debates regarding the favorite era of arcade games, of what we should be playing, what shouldn't we be playing, right? Or what should we be releasing, what shouldn't be releasing, right? Here are the official eras of arcade gaming. I don't know how accurate these are, right? Early history, the 70s, the golden age, 78 to 83. Market decline and recovery, 84 to 89. The revival, I think that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe the market decline and recovery era as well. And then the modern era. The modern era. No era talk. Let's see here. John grew up during the golden era. So that's where a big part of his nostalgia comes from. And that's where he kind of wants to create the games that he wants to. And I'm kind of glad that he's doing that because that's where I kind of fall into as well, right? Now, I maybe it's a little bit of selfish, who knows? But again, we want there to be 80s games, right? People still want the 80s, and I'm 100% on board with that. But he grew up back starting Street Fighter 2. And at 1UP, he says the sales... Now, I don't know how accurate this is, guys, because, again, this could all be skewed. We didn't see the sales data, right? But he says the sales of 80 games outside of Pac-Man sold significantly less than those of the Revival era. In my opinion, the Revival era games hold up much better than the Golden era games. But that's a controversial opinion, and it's very controversial. He says he loves me some Robotron, Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man, Galaga, Missile Command, Double Dragon, Dragon's Lair, and Star Wars. Will iconic arcade focus on just 90s and 2000 games? Heck no, but at least our chipset can handle these titles with ease. And we'll just take this down real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Also, look at the list of bangers from the revival era. 90% of the games have huge sales potential. So what he's hinting at is what he's going to be selling. And he's trying to get you guys on board with that, essentially. Now, I'm on board with anything, as much as you guys would know, right? I mean, this is where this discussion was. Anything new and exciting, let's fucking go, right? Like, let's do this. This is a no-brainer. So, I mean, are there any titles that you guys would want to see? Now, we're strictly talking about XL right now. You know, Deluxe, that's kind of, the Deluxe 3/4 scale. That's arcade 1-up. That's a dying form factor. Unless, Basic Fun could really come out swinging. Because they might give you 3 Deluxes and that's it. We don't know. There's a lot of stuff we don't know with both of these companies. And I get it. A lot of it is speculation talk. I definitely understand that. But what do you guys want to see? That's a question I'm asking you guys, where it's, you have an opportunity to let your voice be heard. John, Iconics, Retail, Basic Fun, they're all in these streams, guys. They're all watching. So what do you guys want to say to them, right? They could maybe jot it down on the list and say, okay, we'll take a look at it at the very least, right? We'll take a look at it. Where are we at here? What's your rank in Mortal Kombat? What do you mean my rank? What are you talking about, online play? Oh, I'm trash at Mortal Kombat. My go-to is Cabal. And I can hold my own, but I'm trash at Mortal Kombat. I'm better at the Marvel fighting games and Street Fighter for sure. Now, Will says the error talk is meaningless. Like, so you're saying, look, it doesn't matter what error, just make the game. So just because it's 1978 to 84, just make the game, right? Just doesn't matter. The era is it's all over the place. It's just 80s, 90s, 2000s. Who cares? Make the game, because we all have different nostalgia for different eras of arcade games. Fourth Horseman says, I've probably bought 5 different Pac-Man machines. My wife and her friends just get drunk and play it, and they beat those things to death. That's funny. So they enjoy it. They're drinking, having a fun time. They're having fun. What's your ranking on Blitz? I don't have Blitz anymore. NBA Jam. I'm 1-0 in NBA Jam. I've only played one online game. I don't like really playing online. I just play with my kids and my wife and the family and friends kind of thing. I'm not a big online guy, to be quite honest with you. I'd rather just play against the computer or against my kids. That's kind of what we do. I'll play against my wife. So that's just, I don't need online. I never found that to be a feature that I would use. That's why I'm never upset about like Basic Fun probably not having online for their first go around. I'm like, I don't care. I just need it for the updates, really. Tekken. LFL says Tekken. Will H says Star Wars, Afterburner, MK, Afterburner, Trilogy. So Star Wars Trilogy, Operation Wolf. I'm kind of on board with you to your thinking. Would love a Sega Star Wars Trilogy. Would love the Atari Star Wars as well. Would love an Afterburner. That would be amazing. I've never seen anybody do that form factor before. Operation Wolf, never really played it, but maybe I give it a shot depending on the games list. I think a shooter, I always brought up Hydro Thunder for a racer. I think a really cool modern shooter would be Jurassic Park shooter. You could do 1, 2, and 3 if your chipset can handle it. That would be fucking dope, dude. Like, let's just call it for what it is. That would be really cool. A Sega Jurassic Park shooter. Yeah, that's a day one buy, 100%. Jot that down, guys. Jot that down. MKXL, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Will, how cool would it be to get a KI Pro and totally transform that to a Mortal Kombat XL? Anything you want. For me, I would do Ultimate MK3, but anything you want would be phenomenal looking. That midway form factor shape would be so damn cool. Oh my God. Yeah, and the Be Me is not wrong. Just deliver what you promised, and then we'll kind of go from there. 100%. I like doing some speculation talk to kind of gauge what you guys, where your heads are at in the community. Especially it's a nice time to slow it down when there isn't any news, to kind of reset the clock. What are you guys still interested in? What do you guys like? Because it really helps these companies out. You know, they don't always do, there's market research for everything is different. So I really like to put that out there so we can at least have our voices heard to maybe make an impact. I mean, think about it. You think they weren't listening? Arcade went up when we made the 2-player, when we kept saying 2-player, 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 no more 4-player cabs. Okay? No. They were listening. Trust me. And they made a 2-player deluxe NBA Jam. I wish they would have done that for everything else. I just wish that they didn't do it slim. Nobody asked for that. But I think that was a cost-cutting measure at the time, and I still think it is. Konami beat 'em ups collection, as many as you can get with the rights all in one cab. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. I would love like an X-Men just XL beat 'em up. That'd be so cool. X-Men, Turtles, Simpsons. We're missing a lot of games that I do miss in the home arcade, but I understand it's temporary pain for the future of what could be coming. I'm okay with that. Yeah, Mr. Clutch is like, the era talk is crap. And a lot of people are saying, you know, it could be justifying John D's like, look at, we separated the eras and look, the 90s are the most popular, so that's the games we're going to make, right? Like, I totally get that narrative. I understand that. I would say just make them all. I've always said, do this, right? So we were always hearing this number of 3,000 as the minimum order quantity. Okay, do 4,000 or do 3,500, right? So the Dynamo cab that you're bringing over, right? Let's just theoretically throw this out there, chat, okay? You're bringing over the Dynamo cabinet, okay, for Street Fighter. You ordered 3,000. We'll order 3,500. So now the parts theoretically should be cheaper because you're ordering more, correct? The 500 of those extra cabinets that you're ordering, reskin to Golden Axe, 2-player, Golden Axe, Dynamo. Let's fucking go. How hard would that be? Just to test the market. 500, that's all you're making, right? Boom, done. I don't know how difficult it is to take that pie and to slap Golden Axe on there, along with a couple other games that could be on there. I don't know how much that's going to cost to do that, if anything, right? You're putting a new skin on there. If Arcade 1-Up can do it, and they're the poorest company around that has mismanaged every financial aspect of their company, any company can do this then. You know, they did the Mortal Kombats and they reskinned them into the Joust, right? And they threw that on the Spreetail website. So they've done plenty of reskins, guys. They're going to do another one with the Pac-Man Neon, it looks like. I just think, you know, they did that with Pac-Man, Galaga, Class of 81, Miss Pac-Man. Like, they were all reskins, same form factor, same body style, right? I just think, why not do that? I'm just throwing it out there. I could be totally not knowing what I'm talking about, right? I could come and get hit with the facts, right? But why isn't that an option? It's all the same wood. You're not redesigning. It's a Dynamo, right? Do anything Dynamo. And just out of curiosity, maybe less buttons that are going in there. Is that less money that you're spending? I don't know, right? I'm just giving ideas maybe to start the brains thinking here a little bit. Chat, what do you got for me? Jason, obviously Double Dragon, Operation Wolf in a gun game. OG Golden Axe with online. Afterburner stand-up. 100%. We definitely need an open ice. I'm totally in agreement with that. Water in the Desert. 100%. I love that game. I love they got the Blackhawks on the side. I love Pat Foley as the announcer. I said the same thing, Mr. Clutch. A lot of people, jokingly, my friends, Mr. Clutch, think that you're me and that's my alt account, which is hilarious. But no, this is not me. But I always said 4 cabinets a year. 180s, 190s, a specialty, and a sports. That might be hard to do like a sports, but let's just do this. 280s, 290s. Doesn't matter if it's shooting, racing, beat 'em ups, shmups, fighters. Doesn't matter. 280s, 290s, satisfy the crowds and move the drill. So if you were to do like I don't know, like an NBA Jam and a Marvel, right, XL, and then for the 80s you did like a Spy Hunter and a Cuber. I'm just throwing shit out there, right? It doesn't matter what the titles are. I think 100%, 95% of the community is going to be absolutely doing cartwheels down the block. And I think people at least would buy one cab, if not all of them, if not 2 out of 4. I'm just throwing it out there. You're not going to oversaturate the market. That's console talk. And I'm not talking about console kits. I'm talking about console like PS5, PS6, PS6 isn't going to come out because it's going to hurt PS5. If Cuber comes out, it's not going to hurt my Alpha 2 cab. That still stays here. I never understood that. Double Dragon, trust me, the retailers wanted that. Okay? The retailers wanted to put an order in ASAP. Okay? That was held back by certain people because of certain things. It's not going to affect sales on anything. Okay? I'm telling you right now. Alpha 2 would have, and World Warrior would have been just fine. Hell, I would have ordered both of them, and I think a lot of people in the chat would have. You're talking about two different things. Consoles are different. Get your head out of the consoles. It's about arcades. Okay? And ask Doc Mack down at the Galloping Ghost if his thousands of arcades are hurting his other thousands of arcades. No, they're not. They're all different. You want to be able to collect them all. Okay? Bottom line, that's just my 2 cents opinion on it. That's all I'm saying. So I don't think it's going to hurt. I think they just need to come up. You just need to get these out and about, right? Free MK, 100%. That'd be cool. MK4, of course. Vic's got a nice little list here. MK4, Primal Rage, Spy Hunter, Area 51, Contra, Spider-Man the arcade game. That was a good one. Captain America the Avengers, Silver Strike. That'd be interesting. Silver Strike now with the mini PC possibility from Lenovo. That could be a thing. I don't know. Now this list, maybe you get an Area 51, MK4, Spy Hunter, Silver Strike. I'm not going to get them all, right? I just don't think you can go wrong. I just don't think you can go wrong with any title. Like an XL Dragon Slayer would be cool. Do I hate Dragon Slayer? Yeah, I think the game sucks. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I think it sucks. I'm gonna get a lot of hate, I know, but you can't like them all, right? The game's hard as hell. It's hard. Sony's saying XL Dragon Slayer, Tron, Star Wars, Centipede. Dude, this guy is right in the alley of all 80s, right? Defender, Tempest, Burger Time, Mortal Kombat, Joust, Miss Pac-Man, Ridge Racer. I miss my Ridge Racer. You know, that was like the time where we were moving away into deluxe now. I thought for sure Arcade went up with Bandai Namco's, relationship with them, that they would 100% be coming out with a Ridge Racer Deluxe, and it never happened. I think a lot of us thought a lot of shoo-ins for Deluxes were going to happen and just never did. That's sad. But all of these are absolutely go-tos, 100%. I completely agree with you. I can't wait for the Centipede. I know it's not going to be vertical. I still will love it. Defender, I'm good at. I'm not a big Defender guy. Tempest would be phenomenal. Burger Time would be great. I actually do love Burger Time. Played that recently. Fell in love with that at the arcades. Played the arcade. It was awesome. Mortal Kombat's great, obviously. Joust would look beautiful. I love Joust. Miss Pac-Man would be awesome. I already got my Pac-Man cap, so it should be good. And Pixel is putting her paw underneath the door, and I just see an arm. All I see is an arm underneath the door going like this. I was distracted. I'm sorry. Dragon Slayer XL, Tron, Star Wars would all be great. God, Star Wars XL, guys, can you effing imagine how beautiful that's going to look? I'm telling you guys, a Crystal Castles XL would be phenomenal. Centipede XL is going to knock, if they can do it right, will knock a lot of people's socks off. It's going to look really cool. It's about the XLs at this point, guys. Deluxe will always be there, but the future truly is the XL size cabinets, and you gotta understand that just, unless you plan on getting these cabinets to mod, maybe you get another Pac-Man and skin it as a Rally X or something, you're going to be very handcuffed in what games you can really do if you don't know how to put a mini PC in or boot up a Pi into these things. It's just too much work. I just want to buy it, build it, and have fun, And I love modding. I'm not saying I can't mod. I love modding, but it's, Yeah, you're not wrong. There are other companies. Vic Vicious says, Danny, if we can't get the bangers we want from the retail, at least we have Glenn and G.I. Joel in the building. And that Joel cab is looking phenomenal. Glenn's is going to look tremendous. I do support all these guys, and even if I don't buy all the products, I still support what they're doing. They have great and exciting products. I hope, fingers crossed, Joel come out with an XL. But seeing, just a short of what James hates everything's Popeye cab looks tremendous, guys. And I told you that shit is going to be off the wall. Go get one of G.I. Joel's cabs for sure, 100%. Darge says Gauntlet, please. Yes, my wife would love that. My kids, they love Gauntlet. I think more than my wife. My wife likes Gauntlet Legends, so like the 3D one. My kids love like the old school Gauntlet, the Gauntlet 1, Gauntlet 2 kind of thing. Yeah, that would be I would get that in a heartbeat. Oh, how can I not? I mean, my family loves it. I think it's okay. But you get it to make your family happy, just like we're gonna get the claw machine, right? It's not all about me. Alpha 2 is gonna be about me, and I'm gonna stomp all over my wife and all those games. It's gonna be great. No, she might win one on me or something, but that's gonna be awesome. Well, Will H, listen, what company can actually produce a Spy Hunter cab? Spy Hunter is what? Bally Midway? I think I don't want to say if we get loud enough, but I think if you guys let your voices be heard, I think it does help. These guys watch this stuff, okay? They watch it for a reason. Can't be that entertaining, right? They watch it to gain market research and data because they know that you guys are the hardcore of the hardcorest, right? And if we want to get it done and we like it, a casual walking around Sam's Club or Costco or Target or Walmart or Best Buy are going to eat that alive. They're going to want it too. Joe K, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. For life, NWO, let's go. Yeah, Gauntlet does have a cool aesthetic cab. Very nostalgia. Would need to be online multiplayer ready. 100%. 1,000 times yes to Gauntlet. Got a lot of Gauntlet love. Like I said, I'm hit or miss with Gauntlet. It's okay. There are other games that I would much rather have and enjoy, but the family likes it, so we'll buy it. That's the thing. Like, we would still buy it, Meatball Saucy, thank you so much, man, for being here. The Saucy one is in the house saying Afterburner is my next big project. I would assume project. That would be a huge one. I know G.I. Joel was actually working on a Afterburner for our boy Vic Vicious. We'll see if that ever sees light and comes to fruition. I would assume that is. There were some behind the scenes happenings with that, so that'd be very exciting. Oh, that's funny. So Mr. Clutch is everyone's alt account. He's also been accused of being John D's alt account. Now that's really funny. Hey, there's a lot of alts in the home arcade community, so can you blame anyone? All right, let me take this down real quick. There's a lot of cool and exciting titles, guys. I mean, a lot of love from everywhere. There is, talking to you guys, it is funny and it's interesting to see that there's a lot of 80s love. A lot of 80s love. Not one time that I hear, Jurassic Park Shooter, House of Dead, or anything like that. Carnival. I mean, I'm just throwing shit at the wall here. Area 51, all those games I would get, right? That's the great thing about this hobby, guys. There are thousands of arcade titles and games and form factors and varieties that this hobby will always live on until the companies can't produce anymore. That is the one cool thing about this. And there's not stuff even being like, there's arcades being made today, but it's not like we're going to have a wheel of, I don't know, some kind of modern VR arcade game like Halo or some shit and as a 3/4 scale. There's only like 30 years of games that we can choose from. We're not getting a Madden 28 stand-up cabinet, in the future here. Zero Redux says, I think they are scared about another blitz situation. If they let fear dictate, they will fail. Zero, I cannot agree with you more. That is 100% the truth. Produce them. Shit'll hit. Shit won't hit. It is how it is. It is how it is. And I get there's like minimum order quantities, and this is where it goes above my head a little bit, where you got to have your team kind of break this all down for you. Maybe the minimum order quantity for, Arcade 1-Up, for example, that released the NFL Blitz cab to make money was they had to produce 50,000 cabs. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't 3,000, it was 50,000, right? We don't know, right? So, you take a look at that. Well, NFL Blitz should be remade in an XL. I think any company, Basic Fun should be all over that. I think companies should be all over. I would buy that in a heartbeat. I really do miss, we're going to be down as tomorrow. We're only going to be down to Golden Tee as my only sports cab. It kind of sucks. I miss having, Blitz, and I'll miss NBA Jam, but I would love XL variants of those, right? So Sega says, Gauntlet, is not the same with no threat of running out of corners. Free play kills the game. It was fun as a kid, but Sir Sega, you're not wrong, but you can set limitations. No one says you have to coin in 1,000 times. This is what I've been doing. I'm not saying the 1 quarter challenge, but maybe put, 4 quarters in, right? And be done with it. Set yourself the challenge. Now, for my kids, if you guys watch my kids playing this, it would literally put a smile on everybody's face, and you would say, "This is what we fucking play for," literally, right? My kids are screaming. They're like, "Oh my God, these monsters!" Like they're going crazy when they get into the exit. They're like, "Dad, like we got into the exit." Like, it's just the fucking cool thing about passing nostalgia down to your kids, right? They are more hyped about fucking Gauntlet 1 than any modern shit like Roblox and all that crap. Like, that's where I want it to be, right? For me personally, you teach any of your kids something different, right? I don't care. It's my 2 little guys. This is what we're teaching them, right? That is what's freaking cool about this hobby, is that kids nowadays can still get hyped like we got hyped when we were kids. I remember playing Capcom bowling at my grandpa's bar as a 6-year-old, right? Taking in the secondhand smoke like nonstop for 12 hours. Like, that's what I'm talking about, guys. That's the nostalgia right there. That made me happy with the $200 purchase of the Golden Tee. It's funny because they want to play on the bigger form factor, because believe it or not, for a 2 and a 4-year-old, a 3 and a 5-year-old, I'm sorry, they're growing like no other, right? They have more space. They don't hop on the Mortal Kombat cab to play Gauntlet. They played on the Golden Tee Midway. A bigger screen, bigger control panel, more room. They've said we have more room over here. If toddlers can tell you that, stop making the deluxes. like they're literally telling you. Like they have more room because they use their chairs, because they got to stand up on the chairs. Brain damage or smoke damage? Hey, we were all there, right, Jason? Oh my God. Joe Cade says, "I nailed it, Danny. It's about the kids just as much as about the adults. Let's go, man." Oh my goodness. Will H, sounding the alarm. Can we make a formal official push to have all future XL Supremes Extreme cabinets to no longer have a 4-player cabinet? Make them 2-player panels like the NBA Jam 2-player deluxe. And I am 1,000% in agreement with you.
Yeah!
You betcha. There should be there. Yeah, that's 100%. That's 100%. That copy and paste that everywhere. John J says, "I see that in my Maddie, my daughter, every weekend playing the arcade game. Miss Pac-Man absolutely loves it." That's what it's about, guys. End of story. That's why we're getting the claw machine, right? I personally don't want a claw machine. I will play it. I'm a big kid, right? I will play it. I'll try to get the duckies, but it's for the kids, right? And it's the atmosphere of everybody being in the arcade. That's it. It's passing down the nostalgia, guys. I mean, what more can you want? Yeah, hopefully we're over that 4-player control panels thing. I know it's gonna suck. Basic Fun's gonna do it. At least, I will say this, at least with their deluxe model, their ultra model, they're doing 2 players. So they got something right. There should never be a 4-player control panel in any of these arcades. Okay? Just shouldn't. I guess maybe companies look at it, well, you can always mod it into a 2-player. You can't really mod it into a 4-player. I don't know, right? Maybe you can't reverse mod it. I don't know. But it's going to suck. I'm going to have to mod that into a 2-player because nobody wants a 4-player cabinet. Yeah, like just do a couple quarters, because that's how I've done it too. Now for my kids, I just coin up till the cows come home. They got like 30,000 health, in Gauntlet, because I don't think they know. Well, they know, but they don't always do it. That you can actually shoot the enemies with like your bow or your sword or whatever. They just run into them and they disappear. So they're trying to get through all the enemies. The game is so fun for the little kids. Love that stuff. So it's great to see like my wife playing with them because she loves Gauntlet. You know, we only have this one. We don't have Gauntlet Legends, and she gets to play with the kids. Like it's great, right? It's cool. And I imagine having that as a 4-player, right? Because it still fits. The control panel's not wide, so a 4-player that would still work. It's weird shaped. If you've ever, you guys seen a Gauntlet cab, it's weird. Guys, this is great. You've extended the time. This is the first time we've unlocked the second Arnold Palmer. And you guys, cheers to you. Kudos to doing all that you do. And thank you so much, man, for supporting this channel and watching us grow. And we got extra time to have fun. And the bonus time, it doesn't have to be so showy. Not like this was a show at all. But we were talking. There's a show about nothing. We were talking, and I feel like we got a lot accomplished, guys. We were just having fun, and I'm sad. I should have gone on Tuesday. I didn't. I was like, there's nothing to talk about. Let's not do it. But I'm gonna make a commitment now. Every time it's go time. Every time we're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have fun. And if there's nothing to talk about, you guys are the ones that carry the chat anyways, and we keep it moving and grooving, rocking and rolling. And it was a blast coming on with you guys, just having fun. I completely had nothing to talk about, but I'm glad we got all this out of the way. Vic Vicious is out of here, guys. I think we can wrap it up. I think that's it. I don't want to carve into too much time. I think Arcades Anonymous is going to be live, I think, very soon, or in another hour and 15, 20. They're gonna be doing an interview with AV over at X Arcade, so it's gonna be dope. Guys, go check that out. You're gonna have the boys interviewing that with their new haptic kit. We didn't really talk about it on the show. It's okay. It's okay. But join the boys. You're going to get a lot of cool information from there. And guys, I mean, like I always say, after every show or at the beginning of every show, we are 1 week closer now to these cabinets coming out for Christmas. Basic fun. We need to see something. T-minus 20 minutes. Jason hit it on the head. Jason, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you I was going live tonight, but I'm glad you're here, and we're going to put you in overtime, kid. Like, oh, let's go, baby. Oh, wait, does that mean Bill was on? Was Bill on Wednesdays? I can't keep up with everybody's shows unless I'm getting notifications. Did I get notification? No, that was Rob. Rob left me a comment, says, how about a new license, basic fun? And then it says ... I had a lot of notifications during the show. Well, that's it for me, guys. Yes, Will, skip the 4-player panel. Only 2. I couldn't agree with you more. Yes. Okay, hold on a second. Let's pause the brakes. Let's hope the basic fun rumor is true. Something will happen by the end of the weekend. What is that? What is that? Basic fun rumor is true. Something happens this weekend. Is something going to happen with basic fun? Vic, where are you getting this information from? Now, I was hearing something in August, and we didn't even have anything close to that. So I'm just tempering my expectations a little bit. Michael B, the Game Genie, is in the building. He says, how many super chats until you delete your channel? Should we make a new goal? Should we do $100? Or should we got to do 1,000 to delete the channel. I got to be able to get 2 cabs if we're going to do that, right? Thank you so much, man, for being here. I don't know, Will. I keep hearing this rumor. Vic keeps texting me this rumor. I don't know what's going on. I don't think they're going to do any type of pre-sale. I think they're just going to put the cabs out and we're just going to be able to buy them. That's all I'm thinking. Well, what do I know? What do I know? It says, ask Michael B about the rumor. He is here. Mike, do you know anything about the rumor? Yeah, they're supposed to is Basic Fun supposed to be doing something? Pre-sale August 6th in Australia. Oh, yeah, Paul. We were waiting for you, baby. What'd you have for dinner? He said, I ate up, cleaned up, and you're still live, Paul. Listen, we're still live because, look, we've unlocked the second Arnold Palmer, my buddy. See? It's because of you guys reaching our super chat goal. We have unlocked overtime at the CornerCade. What's up? What's up, C-Cade? Defective Gamers in the building. Any word on Basic Fun rumors? We're talking about that. You're going to have to rewind. No real immediate breaking news. When things happen, obviously, we're all going to make videos on it because we all are going to give our own perspectives on what's going on. But, yeah, so it was never given a name. Michael B says, we're never given a time or a name or anything. And a little update, Paul Miniman had chicken parm, which is fantastic. You can never go wrong. Nice. I met Arnold Palmer at a marketing event I helped run. Super nice. Dude, can you hook a brother up? Can you not say that this man drinks Arnold Palmer on every show? Can we get that to be an official sponsor of the CornerCade? I would literally shit my pants. Can you imagine we could do Arnold Palmer giveaways? That's dope. Look at that. Look at this handsome fella on the can. I love it. I love it, Paul. Well, Vic is really antsy. We're all antsy. Where is WrestleFest? We want to see some news and notes here. Vic is saying maybe September 5th or 6th. Are you talking about Australia? Why would it be live in Australia? I was trying to leave like 10 minutes ago. What are you guys talking about? Where did you see this from? Is there an article? I'm just asking the questions. This is firsthand here. Can somebody give me some proof to the pudding? I need to know. By the way, my top contributors tonight: NASA Canes fan #1, Vic Vicious #2, Zero Redux #3, and Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, batting cleanup in the hole with #4. Guys, thank you so much, man, for contributing and getting loud in the chat. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys really showed up and showed out tonight. Yeah, I guess we need some news. I guess we're gonna get some. I don't know. In the future, we'll see. Hopefully it's something. It was discussed on Mike B's stream. Mike, what is going on? Is there some like, I was literally trying to leave. Is there some kind of breaking news here that I should know about? Is Basic Fun actually going to be showing us something? I thought they were just going to put it on the website in like a month or two, and we were just going to go and buy it, right? And then we were just going to go live and do a video saying, hey, look at the renders, guys. We're going to purchase it now. It's a real shame. I don't think we're going to get that Star Wars XL this year. And it might just be Centipede and WrestleFest. And people keep saying that. Well, what did you guys talk about? Let me know. Let me know, because we're gonna cut out of here if you in a few here. This was discussed. Interesting. Was it on the last live stream? I thought I was there for that one. Did I just miss this altogether? I must have just missed it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Who knows? I appreciate it. I gotta make a thumbnail for the stream. Unlock the second Arnold Palmer. Okay, so it says Big Reese, Larry Hoover. Or someone said they heard Basic Fun might release something September 5th or 6th. Oh, okay. I heard P-Dub say James said that Bill... Fucking Paul Mindeman. Look at this guy. I heard P-Dub say that James said that Bill indicated that he heard something for 19K Fox, that Mike B said something. Oh my god, yeah. With that, we're out of here. If Basic Fun or any of the home arcade companies come out with breaking news, you bet your sweet aching penashkis, Vic Vicious, that we will be all over that and have some fun with that stuff. But Will H said WrestleFest or another title should be open for pre-sale September 5th or 6th in Australia. Well, I mean, isn't it what's the 4th? So maybe tomorrow we give a day stream and we let you guys hear about it. Oh, you know James hates everything. He's always on top of that stuff. He's like in the black backlogs and the black ops. He's all over this stuff, I'm telling you. He knows he's always in the weeds with this stuff. He's gonna find out before any of us do. He's a very good sleuther, as some say. All right, guys, I don't want to take up too much of your time. You guys got stuff going on. Go play in arcades. Shout outs to everybody for unlocking the second Arnie Palmer tonight, guys. It's our first super chat goal. We unlocked it. That was hype. That was fun. You guys got to see the video. And we'll always have it there just for fun, so we can talk about more stuff or whatever you want to do. Again, it just goes to supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming out, showing up, and showing out tonight. Guys, if you haven't, please leave a comment on this video. Literally, somebody just left a comment on the video right now. I read it. I'm going to get back to you. And I will, it's all about engagement, guys. Give the video a like on your way out. And that's it. We're going to see you guys in the next one. I'm going to hit end stream, and we're going to call it quits, guys. We're just gonna set up an outro video because you know when I record videos, I gotta take it down. But there we go. We said it. Now we're ready to get out of here. So go like the video and have fun. Play your arcades, guys. Go get some food. Arcades Anonymous about to tear it up with X Arcade tonight. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.